Like, you're gonna regret that. You're just doing this because you're young. You wait until you're 30 years old, then I'll confirm regret. Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth. I am an actress and an MC, and I am part of Bloomr. I've been part of Bloomr for about 2 years now, and I love everyone here at Bloomr. Yeah. To be very honest, I don't think I chose to be an influencer. I developed a passion for acting at a very young age, and it carried through my poly days and even into my university days. And that was when I think YouTube started growing. I had a few connections in the media industry, and I was asked to help out with a couple of YouTube channels back then. So I grew my following on Instagram without meaning to, and now it has just kind of become part of who I am. I really love hosting when I'm actually doing it. I mean, hosting comprises of several parts. There is the scripting, the meeting, the planning, then the actual event, and then post-event. My favorite is when I'm actually hosting it. And it's not any event that I host. It's particularly events with a huge energy. It makes me so happy in a moment, but it also drains me a lot. So I noticed that whenever I'm done with hosting, I usually cancel all my social plans after that. And I just go home and I lie in bed and I just kind of die a little bit. With brutal honesty, nothing has been easy for me. I struggle very hard. I also take a lot of rejections personally. So it affects me when I don't get a certain role or when I don't secure a certain engagement or a project. I have to hustle very hard. And I think that's where one of my weaknesses lie in as well. I don't hustle as hard as I should. I'm going to be very truthful. COVID was very bad for me. I was in a very bad mental headspace here and there. So my advice is, if you're in a bad state, don't stress about it. Let it happen. I feel like we need to kind of experience the downs so we can appreciate the highs. So when I'm down and everything, I'm not the kind of person that beats myself up about it. Like, oh, why am I so sad all the time? But I like to stew in it and be upset. After a couple of days, when I know I have to get back on my feet, that's when I talk about it. Because talking about it, I feel, helps to declutter the mind. The truth is, I am not a Trevmonki girl. I was never signed to Trev. Like I mentioned, I am independent in the sense that I'm not signed to like anyone as an exclusive talent. It was more of, I met him at a YouTube boot camp about maybe 5 years back. And we became friends. A week after the boot camp, he just texted me casually. He was like, hey, Ellie, you want to come film and help me out? I was like, yeah, okay, sure. I had nothing on that day, so I went to help him out. From like a one-time thing, it became like 2 days a week, 3 days a week. It got to the point where I think I'll see him like 4 or 5 times a week. Today, I think he's grown to the stage where he has his own talents, so he doesn't really need to call in favors from friends anymore. So that's why you don't see me appearing as much. Okay, the first country I would really like to visit is Indonesia. Food in Indonesia is so good. And I also part Indonesian Chinese. Kind of nice to just, be back in a country where, like, oh, some of my roots are here. Yeah. So that would be the first country I would like to go back to. Another country is, I really love Thailand. I want to go back to Bangkok because the food is good. Everything is cheap and shopping is great. I like how everyone's really nice there as well. I tend to stick with things that I'm very familiar with. So I'm very familiar with Jakarta and Bangkok. So these are the places I want to visit again. I have been to the States twice or 3 times in my life, but I would like to go to New York. If you want my skincare routine, I don't do much. My skin isn't perfect. Did I scare you? The people I've spoken to, like dermatologists, when I tell them that, they're all just like, you're gonna regret that. You're just doing this because you're young. You wait until you're 30 years old, then I'll confirm regret. Then I'm like, yeah. When I'm 30, then I'll break out, I'll break out the SK2 and like all the other stuff that I need. But now when I'm like, in my 20s, and I can afford to be lazy, then okay lah, let's just be lazy. When I'm 30 and I need to worry about skincare, then I'll start then. Okay, the first problem is that I own a MacBook. So that means a lot of PC games out because they're not MacBook compatible. I play Left 4 Dead 2 a lot. when I have the time, and I love it. But I know not a lot of people play it nowadays. I play ML quite a bit. So ML is Mobile Legends, the mobile game. I have it on my phone. I play that sometimes. The only goal for me right now is just before season resets, I must be mythic. That's the only goal I put for myself. Season is not resetting soon, so there's no pressure for me to play. And it's not fun playing games alone, I guess. Unless I start streaming, then maybe. Favorite book? I have 2 series that I really love. One is Harry Potter. I have this thing where I have to read it, the whole collection, once a year. The other one that I really love is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Favorite movie? I would have to say Grand Budapest Hotel by Wes Anderson. So I like Wes Anderson because he's my favorite auteur. I like his cinematography style. I like the shots. I like the color coordination, the color palette. I love the scripting as well. Wow, if I could film and produce and direct something like that, I think I would be so happy. I would die happy. That is my favorite movie. There are a few tips I can give. One, stop in group shots. I don't want to have to flip through like 10 of your photos to find out which one you are by like the elimination process. Like, oh, okay, 2 of these guys are in the next photo, so like there must be one of these 2 guys. And then I look for the next one, and then like process of elimination. Then I find out who you are by the end of like the 10 photos. Don't do that. Just like straight up, give me one. My personal preference is that I don't like guys who have very like artsy modeling shots where they're like look into the sunset. And to me, it's like, very vain. Like, I should be the vain one in the relationship. My personal preference is I don't want to date a guy who's too vain. So when I see photos of that, I immediately like, nope, left. And give me something where like I can actually see your face. Don't like, and then I have to like guess and like try to make up the other parts of your face. Don't give me some nonsense write up in your bio that says something like want to find out more, then swipe right or something like that, because I need to find out more before I swipe right. If you pride yourself on your brand of humor and you're looking for a girl who shares a similar brand of humor, then leave a joke in your bio. If she gets it and she likes it, she will swipe right. And then you found someone that, hey, you already have something in common with. So you're going to get a girl's attention on Tinder, follow whatever I've just said. Actually, no, I think that's the way to get my attention. You're going to get attention from other girls. And just be yourself, lah, okay? The PC answer would be like, oh, of course, it's like, what's inside? Because, appearances aren't as important. But I am a little bit superficial, and I believe that everyone is, because you wouldn't go out and date someone that you find super ugly. If you date someone that at the very start you don't find super attractive, after time passes, when you do develop like very strong feelings for this person, they will turn attractive to you. I've been shamed for my body so many times, and it comes in different forms, in the sense that people think that they have the right to tell me how to dress. They say I'm showing too much skin, or they say things like, why are you even wearing that? Why would you take photos of yourself in these kind of outfits? But to me, it's like, it's my body. If you don't like what you're seeing, don't follow me. Don't like my photo. Scroll past. I don't know why these people feel the need to comment these kind of things. You don't have to be satisfied with the way you look if you're not. You have the option of working on it and improving on yourself, because you're in control of your life and your body. But the opinion that matters most is your own. And I feel like we shouldn't let other people's words hold weight. I remember once or twice getting comments like why are you so fat now? Or like, oh, you gained a lot of weight. And I know that it affected me a lot, especially as a girl, where you've been raised to think like looks are a lot, looks are everything, I must look a certain way. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A session with Bloomr. Thumbs up, like it, subscribe, comment, and as well as follow me on Instagram